your health, to your bones, to your apparatus. And also it's a big business, a lot of money, but only for a few elected people, only for the top athletes, or for a very few sports activity like soccer, or could be, I don't know, cycling, boxing, who knows what, but very few ones. And then there is aspect where the sport is getting the money from, lotteries and gambling. And we know that gambling can ruin a person, so it's not another positive subject. And then, unfortunately, sometimes we have fake results. Victories are made on the table, not on the stage. And then there is a doping. And then we have the voluntary work. Voluntary work, I think that with the economic crisis through which we are right now, and we don't know yet which is going to be in the future. Will hit also the voluntary system, because people probably have to work more, so they will have less time to dedicate to voluntary work. So it's not a problem. And also, you cannot base a structure or build a system only on voluntary work, because somebody works voluntarily, can work on Saturday, on Sunday, one yes, one not, tomorrow is another problem, there's a Shoah. So how can you build a structure on voluntary? Those are the questions that we think are serious and important to take care of. And so can be many others. So who can do fitness for all? Who say fit?
You're competing with the things now. You must speak louder.
Sì, don't eat, no?
You must speak louder.
Or we can just turn off, I think. Yes, we don't need this. Yeah. Okay.
We tried, sorry.
Yeah.
So who can do fitness for all? Children, youth, adults, seniors, males, females, everybody can do it, okay? So there is no limitation for age or anyone. And which are the benefits of this physical activity? It can fight against overweight, obesity, we know is the modern disease, metabolic disorders, hypertension, heart diseases, type 2 diabetes. These are some of them, but those are not the only one. Right. And the flexibility of fitness for all, it can be adapted to each person's individual needs and interest. So everybody can have his own. It can be fun while being effective. So it has to be fun, because if it's not fun, people they don't participate, they don't practice. And it is easy to motivate people to participate in the right program. For example, Zumba Fitness or the Strength Flex. Strength Flex is a very interesting program. It's strength, endurance, and flexibility. Anybody can do that, from children to old people, because they do that. They adapt the exercise to their physical needs or their physical situation. And which is our ultimate goal? To have more people, more active, more often. And this is the EFA, European Health and Fitness Association. This is the EFA motto. How? To promote a healthy lifestyle is necessary to ensure that the physical activity programs are properly designed. They must be safe and effective, and that they will produce beneficial effects to the people's health. This is very important. And also the second aspect, extremely important, is that the exercise leaders are qualified to do so. There are too many people that are not qualified to take care of the people's health. Fitness for health, and we think should be a winning team, and the winning team should be built between the sports for all sector and the health system. That means family doctors and general practitioners. If we succeed in building this strategic alliance, then sports for all will have a future. Right. But we need scientific evidence. The health system asks for scientific evidence and professional competencies. And those competencies must be, first of all, assessed, secondly, measured, and then evaluated. Because we think that what cannot be measured or evaluated in life has no value at all. I'm critical, but I like to be critical. And what is the key? The exercise instructor must be capable and qualified to lead groups of people or individuals also in a safe and effective exercise. Must motivate participants to desire and enjoy physical activity. And this is very important, motivation. You have to motivate the person, because when they are there and sweat and work hard, unless they have a great motivation, they drop out. And they must be creative in adapting the exercises to the capabilities of the clients, the customers, the users. And the instructor must meet the European qualification fitness requirements for their knowledge and their competencies. And then what we need? Certification. It is not enough to earn the certification to teach fitness-related programs. The instructors must also maintain the certification live through the vocational system, a lifelong learning process. And the instructors must enter also a national register, which is linked to the European register. And this will help. Go ahead. And what is the EQF fitness? It is a framework that defines the minimum standards of the competencies of the and of the abilities which the fitness instructors must possess and demonstrate, as well as inserting the profession within the European qualification framework, which identifies the 8th level of qualification for each profession within the European Union. The European qualification framework is a kind of cleaning house, okay? Acts as a translation device to make national qualifications more readable across Europe, promoting workers and learners' mobility between countries, and facilitating their lifelong learning and progress within their profession. The European qualification framework relates different countries' national qualification systems to a common European reference framework. So the different national systems should all be meet into the same at certain points at a minimum level. Instructors and employers will be able to use the European qualification framework to better understand and compare the qualification levels of the different countries and the different education and training systems, because each country has a different level, different education and training systems. And how can we meet the needs for the European qualification fitness by the Sports for All organization? Within the IASPA, IASPA was a great idea. Let's revive the International Academy of Sports for All. Was a program which lasted for 2 years, in which we worked very hard, we built a lot, but unfortunately ended up in a drawer. Let's revive it and to promote the education of instructors according to the European qualification fitness framework, and the promotion and diffusion of the fitness of all programs like Zumba or Strength. Objective: to attract as many people as possible to the joyfulness of physical activity for good health. Thank you. Now, it's up to you, questions, comments, or suggestions.
Thank you. In the cities, I think it's connecting with that. Please, Mr. Kapetanovic.
Hello, I am Ismet Kapetanovic from a local NGO organization from Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's a very short presentation about our activity and few suggestions for future activity. Please. NGO Let's Be Active is non-governmental, independent and non-profit organization founded in 1994 under the name Let's Act Through Sport in the war period in 1994. The goal of the association is to establish positive value in different spheres of sport for all activity. We believe that each action aimed at the planned goals contributes development of positive atmosphere in the local and global surrounding, thus creating better, happier, open and democratic society. The basic association activity are focused on the sport for all activity through education, cultural and protection of children and family. Our target group and beneficiaries are children and youth, women, elderly, family goal, local community, public health goal. With focus on disabled persons and members of minority and marginalized groups, the special attention has been paid to the needs, ability and the interests of our beneficiaries with respect and consideration for their individual predisposition. Our activity were successfully implemented on the territory of whole Bosnia and Herzegovina and focus on Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina and Canton Županija Sarajevo. Special attention is deducted to development activity in smaller rural and not developed community. During the period after the establishment of our organization, activity were realized through several cycles. 1993-1994 war period in Bosnia and Herzegovina, after the post-war period, 1996 to 2000, and 2001-2008 development period of our activity. Our future activity in the period for 2008-2013 will be focused on fulfilling following objective. Some ideas. Affirmation of positive values of human activities in the area of sport for all, physical activity, sport and recreation. Promotion of healthy lifestyles, promotion and preservation of health with focus on promotion of correct and healthy diet at children and youth. Promotion of physical activity and movement at children from the youngest age and adolescent. Improvement and development of conditions for realization of sport for all activity with special focus on local community, especially non-developed and rural areas. Make available sport for all program activity to beneficiaries with special focus on children, youth, women, elderly, having in mind necessities, capabilities and interest and respecting their individual differences. In planning of future program and activity will be used. Study about habits related to school, children and youth diet, September 2007 in Canton Sarajevo. Recommendation, policy of healthy diet for school children, Institute for Health Protection, Canton Sarajevo.